ladies and gentlemen, we have Adam Kat here. Hello, Adam.
Hi.
How do you find Bucharest, Adam?
Oh, it's cool. First of all, the weather's amazing, which is fantastic. And the city's like really beautiful. I was very surprised. I had no idea what to expect, so it's very cool. And this place is amazing, by the way, where this venue is. Yeah, it's incredible.
Give me just two differences between Bucharest and New York. Where do you live now? You live in New York, right?
Yeah. Skyscrapers, obviously. And I don't know. It feels much more organic here. Obviously, it's an older city, so it's got this kind of old world feel to it that we just don't have in America in the same way. New York's very much like a grid and very clean. I don't know. Well, the city's not clean, but the layout of the city is very clean. Yeah.
Okay. So Adam, can you tell me what's sexy now when we talk about fashion? What's sexy now?
I don't know. I don't know if I look for sexy when I'm shooting people. I'm looking more for personality and movement and gestures. I'm more, I think, attracted to the way that somebody moves, which I guess could be described as being sexy, more confident. For me, confidence is better than anything. That's the sexiest thing possible. It's the most intimidating thing. To me, that's what I'm looking for, and I don't know if that's necessarily now or if it's all the time, but that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, then what's hot in fashion? What's cool?
I think every single photo that I took last season, everybody's wearing red. There's so much red last season, more than I've seen in all the other seasons I've been shooting combined. Lots of denim, destroyed denim, like Marquez Almeida and things like that. Lots of people copying Marquez Almeida. For me, Jacquemus, like the last season Jacquemus show, or this season, pardon me, fall winter, was incredible. Like the makeup, the styling, it was unbelievable. Yeah.
So when we talk about Jacquemus, we talk about styling and makeup, or
and his persona, like the way that he designs, it's for him. It's not for. I think he designs in the same way that I kind of take photos. It's like he's doing it for him. His stuff is crazy, and half the time it's not even wearable or anything, but he does it for him, and that's so incredible. Like, how many people do that? Most designers are designing to make money, to sell, and to and he's doing it in his own way. And who knows if he's making money or not, but he's definitely expressing himself, and I think that's confidence for sure.
And what's a fashion icon? What's a fashion icon?
For me, it's somebody who isn't dancing around and posing and wanting attention. It's somebody who's there again for themselves, there to do what they need to do, to not care about what other people think, and that's the people who are the most inspiring to me. Like I was saying before, people like Natasha Goldenberg, Christine Centenera, these are the people that they can walk by you like you don't exist, and they're doing their own thing, and that's the person that I'm.
And who do you admire most in the whole industry when it comes to a certain aesthetic?
The French Vogue team, like Emmanuelle Alt, like these women who, Emmanuelle Alt, you can arguably say she's wearing nearly the same thing every time you see her, but I still like fight to get a photo of her because she's so cool and so effortless. Caroline de Maigret, for example, same kind of thing, very French style, very understated and cool, and again, confidence comes back to mind again for me. I think Caroline de Maigret is one of the sexiest women, and she's Caroline de Maigret. Yeah, she's not the youngest, but she's definitely sexier than half of the girls, half of her age. So she's so cool.
Can you tell us 3 places in Paris that you adore, that you like, that you want to spend, I don't know, that you want to drink champagne or laugh or cry, or I don't know, 3 places in Paris that you love?
Well, for me, Paris, I spend most of my time in the Marais just because that's during the fashion week. That's where most people are staying. The showrooms are.
Not La Perle.
Oh, I do like La Perle actually. I like it. I think it's gritty and it's maybe a little bit snob, but I like it. I'm a kind of person who really likes repetition, and I like to go to the same places over and over. I like to go to Nanachi. I think that it's very snob, I guess, but it's a kind of a unique place in Paris because it's not serving the standard French menu. I do go to La Perle. I don't really go to like Café Charlot. I like the Broken Arm. There's a little
Broken Arm
in
Paris.
It's super cool. And just behind it, one block further north, there's a little cafe called Fondation, and it's this. I think he's Australian, and it's just a little coffee shop, and it's super cool. It has like Jean Prouvé Potence lamps inside. It's very small, and it's the best coffee I've found in Paris so far. And I also, when I used to live in Paris, I lived in the 13th, which is not chic, not cool, not anywhere you would ever really go for Fashion Week or for fashion in general. But I really liked it because it was very authentic. It was not, it doesn't look like Paris in the same way. It looks more like, you know, Bucharest almost. Like it's, you know, apartments and taller buildings and bigger streets, and it felt, you know, no one was really speaking English. It just felt like I was actually in Paris. You know, we're in the Marais and you can speak English and everybody knows what you're saying. And blah, blah, blah.
So you like the Marais?
I do like the Marais.
Okay, you're not into, you know, Caviar Gaspia, Société.
I'm staying central all the time now. It's just kind of out of necessity, but that's where we end up staying. Is you know, always right in the middle because it's easiest to get to all the trains. Of course, I like to go to like Butte Chaumont and like places like that to get out, but I find that
on Sundays or on Thursdays?
Whenever I have a free moment, which is rare, if ever. Yeah, I don't know.
So don't forget the Butte Chaumont.
Butte Chaumont, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Adam, Lia Delcourt used to say that fashion is dead. Do you think fashion is dead?
I think mainstream fashion. Yeah, but it's difficult. No, well, okay. There's two different ways to look at it. Yes, but fashion is being created for a different purpose now. We have this fast fashion. You know, like Moschino is a perfect example. I think
so. Moschino, it's fast fashion.
I think it's genius. It's genius what you know Jeremy Scott does, putting the collection online immediately. But at the same time, it's a little bit disgusting for me. Like I don't really like it. It kind of defeats the whole. I like to wait. Like I love that you can see something on the runway and you have to wait like maybe a year to get it. I think that's amazing. Whereas if you can just go online and buy it immediately, then it's done. There's no excitement. There's no looking forward to it. It's not. I don't know. I like to look forward to things, and that's, you know, when these collections are built just to sell and just to make money, you kind of lose the passion, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, I suppose.
I see. So, but what do you choose between between J.W. Anderson, Simone Rocha, or Anthony Vaccarello?
I'd say J.W. Anderson.
Why?
I don't know. I think his stuff is just different. And
because of the image, of the campaigns, of the aesthetic, or why?
I think his men's collections. When I'm watching them, I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, who the fuck would wear that? And then you see somebody wearing it, and you're like, ah, that guy. Okay, that's cool. Like, I mean, I like to see it out of context, and I like how different it is when I see it on the street versus how I see it on the runway. I don't know. Vaccarello, it's too sexy for me. Like, I mean, I see certain pieces that I like, but it's not my aesthetic. It's Simone Rocha is cool. It's not my absolute favorite. But I think J.W. Anderson, he's killing it. Like Loewe is like. Every time I see a Loewe piece, I never know it's Loewe.
Do you like the bags, the new bags?
I do. I think it's amazing. And that jacket with like the puzzle pieces on it, I think it's so cool. And it's just, I don't know, it works, and I wouldn't think that it would work, but it works very well. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Katz.